What if everything you've been told about spiritual awakening is only half the story? What if the bliss, the enlightenment, and the promises of inner peace are actually hiding something darker, something no one wants to talk about? The journey of spiritual awakening isn't just about light and love. It's about facing the shadows within ourselves, confronting truths that shake our very foundation, and navigating through what mystics have called the dark night of the soul. Today, we're going to explore the hidden challenges of spiritual awakening that nobody warns you about, and more importantly, how to prepare yourself for what's coming. Every day, thousands of people embark on their spiritual journey, drawn by the promise of enlightenment and inner peace. They read books about manifestation, practice meditation, and chase after heightened states of consciousness. But here's what's really happening. Many find themselves lost, confused, and overwhelmed. They experience intense emotional upheavals, relationship breakdowns, and periods of profound isolation. Why? Because no one told them that true spiritual awakening is like performing surgery on your soul. It's not just about adding light. It's about cutting away everything that isn't authentic. The first wave, disillusionment. Let's start with what happens when the initial spiritual high wears off. Many experience what I call spiritual jet lag, a period where reality seems both more real and less real than ever before. You might find yourself questioning everything you once believed, feeling disconnected from friends and family who don't get it, experiencing intense periods of depression or anxiety, noticing synchronicities that seem impossible to explain. This isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's actually a sign that something's right. Just as a fever fights infection, these uncomfortable symptoms are your consciousness purging old patterns and beliefs. The energy shift. One of the most challenging aspects of awakening is the dramatic shift in how you experience energy. Imagine living your whole life in a quiet room, then suddenly having your hearing enhanced to pick up every conversation in your neighborhood. That's what it's like when your energetic sensitivity increases. Ancient wisdom traditions have long understood this. The Taoists called it cultivating qi, while Hindu mystics referred to it as awakening kundalini. But here's what they often don't emphasize enough. This heightened sensitivity can be overwhelming. You might experience 1. Physical symptoms like unexplained fatigue, vibrating sensations in your body, changes in sleep patterns, sudden food sensitivities. 2. Emotional intensity, feeling others' emotions as if they're your own, sudden crying or laughing without apparent cause, intense memories surfacing spontaneously, dramatic mood swings, the identity crisis. Perhaps the most challenging aspect is what I call the great unraveling. Everything you thought you were begins to fall away. Your career might suddenly feel meaningless. Relationships that once seemed solid might feel hollow. Your entire identity starts to feel like a costume you've outgrown. This is where many people make a crucial mistake. They try to hold onto their old self while simultaneously trying to evolve. It's like trying to climb a ladder while refusing to let go of the previous rung. You have to learn to trust the process of letting go. The time distortion. Another rarely discussed phenomenon is how spiritual awakening affects your perception of time. You might experience moments that seem to stretch into eternity, weeks that pass like days, a sense of being out of sync with the normal world, memories that feel simultaneously ancient and immediate. This isn't just subjective experience. Quantum physics is beginning to understand how consciousness and time are interrelated. The observer effect in quantum mechanics shows us that consciousness itself affects the fabric of reality. The relationship revolution. One of the most painful aspects of spiritual awakening is how it affects your relationships. As your vibration changes, you might notice old friendships naturally dissolving, family members becoming uncomfortable around you, a deep longing for authentic connection, attraction to completely different types of people. This is what ancient texts meant by dying before you die. It's a social and emotional death that precedes rebirth. The physical purge. Your physical body will also go through changes. The ancient Hermetic principle, as above, so below, plays out literally as your spiritual transformation manifests physically. changes in dietary needs and preferences, unusual body aches and pains, heightened sensitivity to environments, spontaneous physical movements during meditation. These symptoms often send people running to doctors, only to be told nothing is wrong. And technically, nothing is wrong, you're upgrading your operating system. Here's the profound truth that transforms everything. The darkness you're experiencing isn't separate from the light. It is the light, working at such a deep level that it appears as darkness to our limited perception. As the ancient alchemists understood, the blackening phase, nigredo, must precede the whitening, albedo, and reddening, rubedo. Or as Carl Jung put it, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The challenges you're facing aren't obstacles on your path. They are the path. Every moment of confusion, every painful revelation, every lost relationship is actually a step toward greater wholeness. Let's bring this all together with practical wisdom for navigating your awakening. 1. Accept that discomfort is part of the process. Don't pathologize your awakening symptoms. Understand that confusion is often a sign of progress. Trust that periods of darkness serve a purpose. 2. Create a support system. Find others who understand this journey. Work with experienced guides when needed. Maintain some connections to normal life as an anchor. 3. Develop practical coping tools. Regular grounding practices. Physical exercise to process energy. Journaling to track your journey. Time in nature to stabilize your energy. 4. Honor your own timing. Don't rush the process. Allow for integration periods. Trust your intuition about what you need. Remember, the dark side of spiritual awakening isn't a mistake or a detour. It's an essential part of the journey. By understanding and preparing for these challenges, you can navigate them with greater grace and wisdom. If this resonates with you, subscribe and join our community of conscious explorers. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on more videos about navigating the deeper aspects of spiritual transformation. Together, we'll explore both the light and shadow of awakening.